An open world Gotham, Arkham style free flow combat, great art style, free unlockable costumes through the completion of in-game challenges, dense open world with Riddler challenges, civilians roaming the streets, the ability to glide long distances. This game seems to be doing everything right, and if it gets a few more things right, then it has the potential to send a ripple through the gaming space-time continuum. We need tall skyscrapers here. From what I've seen, the buildings are tiny. We need those giant skyscrapers similar to what we saw in the background of Arkham City and downtown in Arkham Knight. We need to be able to stand on top of said skyscrapers and survey the city while doing a slow badass strut, admiring the vibes and atmosphericness of it all. Said scrapers are a staple of Gotham. To forgo them would be to forgo basic use of the God-given human brain. This game has the much-needed grapnel boost mechanic from the Arkham game to traverse across man-made infrastructures and glide without losing momentum. But we also need the dive bomb move, because without it, you can't gather momentum and glide at breakneck speeds. Without the dive bomb mechanic, gliding will get boring very quickly and feel less dynamic and controllable. To forgo the dive bomb move would be to forgo a basic mechanic that will make the game so much more fun to play. We also need an intriguing story here with characters that don't just grunt and make weird noises like coconut head asses and say meaningless, cheesy Disney Channel lines. We need something similar to the Lego Batman movie where the characters are fleshed out, well acted, and well written while maintaining their lightheartedness. The story also needs to be exciting. It can't just be some generic Lego game slop, because the story is a huge part of what holds your interest as you play. If you cannot devise an interesting original story, then it's better to copy and paste the already existing stories in Batman media with the extra Lego flair which this game already seems to be doing. Much better this than an original mediocre script, the pages of which would better serve as toilet paper than a story for a game. The open world can't just be a hollow shell, it needs to be dense, similar to Arkham City where there were Easter eggs, side missions, and collectibles in every corner of the game. Evildoers commentating during free roam. Arkham City prioritized density and filling the world with interesting things to see and do, rather than optimizing for sheer size, which worked really well and actually set the standard for crafting immersive open worlds. One advantage of this childish Lego Batman game is that they can finally have regular civilian NPCs roam the streets. They couldn't pull this off in the more realistic Arkham games because there's no way for Batman to have believable interactions with a bunch of random civilian NPC bozos without looking like a fool, clown, or buffoon. To forgo a dense open world would be to forgo the very thing that will keep the game from feeling like a hollow, lifeless shell. So far, this game seems to be doing everything right, which is hard to believe. This seems like the type of game you'd hope would exist, while knowing it's probably never gonna get made, but in this case, it's actually real. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Lego games in general because they give me a headache. The constant breaking random things to find pieces to build something to get to where you need to go is tedious. The bare bones combat, brain dead story, and characters with zero substance atrophy my brain in real time. It was fun back when I was a mere child, but now it gives me aneurysms. So I'm hoping to see more substance here in general, more challenge, fleshed out combat and stealth mechanics, well-written story and characters. What I'm hoping for is an Arkham game in Lego form. And so far, it looks like that's exactly what this game's finna give us.
Trying to mess with your shit. I saw this in a movie.